Today I'm trying to do an eyeshadow look, imitating the palette from the new ColourPop release. What I'm referring to is the new ColourPop release. Let me see, what is the name of it? In the Trends palette. Oh, no. It's the tie-dye collection. They have like 3 different color tones. They have like a warm orange, a green, and a blue pink tone palette. When I first saw this palette, I feel like so freaking inspired and intrigued to actually buying it, but I'm currently trying to not to purchase too much makeup right now because I already have a lot. So when I see a palette like this and I just had an idea, I want to create a look that is similar to a look that can be made by the ColourPop new tie-dye collection without using their palette. I honestly haven't decided what palette I'm gonna use yet. I'm trying to do like a little bit of green, like a baby green and baby blue tone. I have no idea. I'm just gonna go with my feeling and see what happens. I'm gonna simply do a quick brow. I'm gonna use the Benefit Goof Proof brow pencil. I don't have a lot of brow product. I got a lot of stuff from BoxyCharm. It does not always match with me, so this Benefit brow pencil is one of my favorite, but not my top one because of the price tag. I think once everything opens, I can actually, go into Ulta and grab my favorite NYX brow pencil. Yeah, I don't think that's symmetrical. Let's just focus on eyeshadows. And then I'm going to use a facial mask, which is actually from brand I Do Care Disco Kitten. I usually like to do this type of mask under my eyes when I do eyeshadows. When the mask dries out, I can peel it off and also taking away all the fallouts from the eyeshadow. Yeah, like that. So now I'm going to prime my eyelid real quick with the Tarte Shape Tape. It's not made for eyeshadow primer, but I don't know, for some reason I just keep using it for eyeshadow. It just blends so well. Like, the process of blending it around is just so therapeutic that I just might as well use it for primer. And I usually like just to blend with my eyes. No, with my finger. I still haven't decided. I think it's kind of hard to decide like which eyeshadow palette to use. I cannot create a look that exactly used by these palettes, but I can make something that's like similar, something like inspired by this new ColourPop collection. I'm thinking I'm gonna do more towards like a baby green, baby blue toned eyeshadow look with a little bit of pink, and yeah, let's see what happens. So I've decided to use the Jeffree Star Conspiracy palette. It looks like this, so pretty. Ta-da! So these colors are not exactly like the collection from the ColourPop, but I'm thinking I'm gonna pick something relevant or something in the same type of tone to create a look out of it. Take a crease brush, clean my brush on the toilet paper, dive into this shade called What's the Tea. Putting this shade all over the eyelid area so my eyelid looks green. Honestly, I have no idea how this is gonna turn out. Going the shade that's called Pigment and put it on the inner portion of my eyes. I don't know if you can see. Not a totally eyelid, but just like inner corner lid of the eyes. And same thing on the other side. With like so many makeup releases, I really like to control like how much makeup I buy because I used to buy a lot. I've been spending like a lot of money on makeup because they're all on sale. I got a Jeffree Star Conspiracy palette. It was not on sale though. I got it just because it was back in stock. Honestly, I just wanted like people to start making use of things that they already have. A lot of new releases doesn't really have that much of a difference from the palette that are already existing in the market, and then we can always create like very similar looks out of it. I think I'm gonna do a little cut crease, and with the cut crease I'm going to be using the same Tarte Shape Tape. Just apply a little bit on the brush, and I usually just kind of even out a little bit on my hand. I have no idea. I try to just stay on the inner half of my eyelid. I'm not going to the outer portion. This cut crease looks horrible. Either way, I gotta try to finish the other side. Alright, I think that's the way it is. I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. Can you just stop? Next, I'm going to use this really pink shade here called Trisha, and apply on maybe just the center. Well, applying this on the area where I did a cut crease. Not entirely all the way down, but I think I'm just keeping on the first inner half of my eyelid. I use a little fluffy brush to dive into this shade called Not Effect. Okay, not too bad. I think it does create like this baby blue, baby green, pink vibe. I really like Jeffree Star, but I was never a big fan of his palette because the palette he creates like usually is very dramatic and colorful. It's beautiful, it just I don't see myself wearing it on a daily basis. But last year or the year before, I don't know, I forgot what time it was, but when he had that collaboration with Shane Dawson and I saw this Conspiracy palette, it was the first time ever I feel like, wow, I want it. It's really weird because it is just like as colorful as his other palettes. When I really want something, I usually wait for a bit. For a week or so, I waited, took my time, and it sold out. It was kind of disappointing, but it was not like, you know, the end of day or something. I still think, okay, it sold out, I mean that's God's plan. It's okay. And a couple months ago, I was looking at the Morphe website and they actually had an announcement saying the palette is back in stock. I was like, whoa, maybe God wants me to have it again. So that's the shade I apply on the outer corner. I tried to blend it a little more, but it's like it blends really well though. I can tell his palette has like way different texture. I'm gonna take a little bit of a fluffy brush and dig back into the shade called What's the Tea. Blending this one more time on the outer corner of the crease, because as much as I have such like a pink look for this eye, my camera just froze again. Okay, we're gonna keep going. As much as the color I have is mostly like the pink tone right here, I want to emphasize a little bit of this baby greenish blue on the outer corner of the crease, just to give it a little bit of vibe. It actually turned out a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. I think this like baby green shade with the dark berry shade mixed together, it gives a little bit of a blue shadow out of it. See what I see on the eyelid? Let me take off my mask. This is just basically something that's dry out in the air. You can easily remove it. And again, the reason I apply is because when I do eyeshadows, this mask will prevent the fallout around this area. Eyes are partially done and I'm moving on to face. I'm gonna use this primer from the Benefit Professional primer. Ooh, like it's still brand new. I haven't used it at all. I have so many things in my box charm, I just like never use it. Gently blend by finger. Just blending this in the area that I think I'm gonna apply foundation on. It's been like, I don't know how many weeks since I posted my last video. This is why I don't get views, because I don't post enough. I wait for so long. But now the primer is all blended. Okay, I'm gonna use my all-time favorite Luxie sponges. It's still dirty, but I'm just gonna use the other side. Don't judge me. And I'm gonna be using the foundation from Tarte Rainforest Sea. And this type of packaging is kind of interesting. I just leave like a few drops. And I use a sponge to dab into it. It dries out so fast. I'm going back to the Conspiracy palette. Alright, I think I'm gonna going back to the shade called What's the Tea. Wow, that was so much powder just went in my eyes. I have to like really gently dabbing it, otherwise all the powder just went right straight to my eyes. Like I can see it going to my eyes. I want to use a little bit of more neutral shade. I'm going to this shade called Tanaka. I'm just gonna blend that over the baby blue shade I just put on. Get this like tiny little pointing brush. Dip into this bright yellow shade called Food Videos. I'm gonna put this shade in my inner corner. Moving on to the eyeliner that I used for the whole time, the Balm eyeliner called Mr. White. What I usually do after I apply liners is like I don't want it to be too sharp and too distinguished. So I just go back to the shade I used for my outer corner, blend it in with my liner a little bit. Curl my lashes real quick, and I'm going to apply the false eyelashes off camera. Okay, this is a lash from a brand that I don't remember, so I'm not gonna name it, but I'm sure there's a million lashes out in the market that looks just like this. Lashes, the eyes are done. I'm going to move on to the face. Recently, I've been really feeling so much. I feel like wearing blushes, so I've been going crazy with blushes. Just gonna use a cream blush. When I call cream blush, it's not like really a cream blush. Then you guys know the ColourPop Super Shock blushes. They have like not a cream, but it's not a powder either. It has like some kind of a wet powder. My lashes are not even. Okay, whatever. It has some kind of like a wet powder feel. So I've been really being like a huge fan of this type of blushes. This is the ColourPop Super Shock blush in the shade Prenup. It's in the same collection with the You're a Cutie eyeshadow palette. What I usually do with this type of blush, I'm just gonna go in with my finger and apply directly on my face. And I just spread it evenly like all over my face. It's not like focusing on one area. And I'm gonna be going crazy with blushes, but move on to this NARS liquid cream blush. It's a very like liquidy. For this one, I'm actually going to use a sponge. It's already like flowing around. Maybe I should shake it. Try one more time. And I'm going over a little bit on my nose bridge to create like a little bit of sunburn effect. This kind of trend has been going on for a while, but recently I think it's like super cute. For this blush, I'm just focusing on the center, the nose bridge, and the center part of my face. Okay, now my face looks really red. Yep, cute. I like it. Do you think like different brands of foundation and the cream product, if you put them together, they actually have like chemical reaction? I think this is what's happening on my face right now. I'm moving on to apply a little bit of bronzer. I haven't been using bronzer a lot lately because it just like I've been wearing mask a lot, and I don't like the fact that I have a bronzy powders and everything left on my mask. But today I'm gonna be using the all-time favorite Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. If you ever think you can't hit a pan on your butter bronzer, just take a look at mine. I had this bronzer for like years. I remember it was like $12 or $8. It's like over $10 per bronzer. Oh, it was $8. I grabbed this bronzer when it was on the sale. Well, I grabbed all of my makeup during the time when it was on the sale because everybody was talking good about this bronzer. I realized, wow, it is actually one of a kind formula. I haven't had any bronzer feels as soft and blendable as this one is. To make my forehead look smaller, sometimes you do have to blend into your hair a little bit to make it look natural. For highlighting, I'm going back to this Conspiracy palette. I'm going to use the shade in here, this one called Just a Theory. Oh, that looks kind of weird. Ugh. For the lips, I'm gonna be using this, what is this? Cap Cosmetic Lip Duo. I just got in my this month BoxyCharm. So it comes with a little bit lip liner and a liquid lipstick. The color of this liner and a lipstick, it's a little more bright than I usually. Okay, using that eyeshadow as a highlighter is a horrible idea. I think the shade of this like a liquid liner and a liquid lipstick is it's a little too bright of a red for the type of lipstick shade I usually wear. Now that is my perfect shade. So this is the eye look that are inspired by the ColourPop new collection. But created with the Jeffree Star Conspiracy palette. So for those of you who are interested in the ColourPop tie-dye collection, you also have the Jeffree Star Conspiracy palette. I think you can create a very similar type of vibe and look with this palette. I'm sure there's so many other palettes out in the market that can create a look similar like this, It's always like a good alternative to use the palette that you already have to substitute and create the look that was like currently new in the market. Hope you like my video, and click thumbs up button and subscribe for more videos to come up.